Ladies and gentlemen, I think I found the perfect clip to describe the way Xbox is moving right now. Enjoy. Hey, what's up guys? It's Limbo here. I hope you guys been doing well, and in today's video we're going to be complaining and talking about the people that solely own and have the final decisions behind Call of Duty and Activision. I'm of course talking about Microsoft, aka Xbox, man. This is horrible, man. The plethora of tweets that I have going on right now for this video that I'm going to be talking about and showing is just embarrassing. Honest to God, I don't know how Xbox gamers have done it this year because, dude, if I was a console-only player and primarily on Xbox, I would want to pull out all my hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just so bad. And let me explain why, okay? For the entire year of 2025, it has been the downfall and just negative reception to Xbox, man. All right, first they started off with increasing the prices because of the tariffs, right, to all their gaming devices, their consoles, and even their games for a bit until they pushed it back to $70, right? But after that, a couple months go by, and then they fire and lay off 9,000 employees for the use case of AI. They're going to be pushing AI within their games and their developers and the studios and just everything that they do at Microsoft and Xbox, right? And then you go over a couple more months, and recently, the most recent drama that's been the biggest one that's blown up is the fact that they increased Xbox Game Pass subscription prices from $15 to $30 within the last 2 years. That's a 50% increase. And a lot of Xbox players, right, we all saw that the entire Xbox subscription cancellation site shut down for literally the entire first 2 days, right? And now you go over and you have people from Xbox saying that the next Xbox console is going to be a very premium, very high-end experience, right? This is just insane. Like, what I have today's video is just insane, dude. The Xbox president, Sarah Bond, did an entire interview breaking down new Xbox and just announcing a couple of things. But the one thing I want to jump into first, right, is the Microsoft CEO, Satya Nadella's annual pay jumps to $96.5 million. This is a 22% increase to $96.5 million from the $79.1 million he made last year as Microsoft's CEO. And remember, guys, this Satya Nadella guy, I made a video on him talking about the shady shit that he's done, the shady shit that he talks about, and the way he just treats his employees, man. I feel bad for anybody that has to work directly under his supervision or anybody behind him, dude. This is horrible, man, right? How do you get a 22% increase from your pay when literally everything has gotten worse, right? With like, you know, keeping jobs, having painful jobs that, you know, a lot of people can make a living from. Like, how do you have a 22% increase, man, to your annual total year pay? That is just insane, dude. And then to add on top of that, like I mentioned before, Xbox president Sarah Bond teased the new Xbox, right? She basically said that the new Xbox premium experience will be high-end, and they're trying to do a quote-unquote hybrid PC/console experience where gamers would be able to touch and access their Xbox and PC libraries like Steam from their couch. It's a great idea, but I think they really misconstrued and don't understand the concept of a console anymore. The thing that really got Xbox where they're at today. A console is something that's supposed to be cheaper and more reliable than a PC that you can move around and play online very easily. All right, the access to entry or the barrier entry is really not that much. Okay, you don't need to build your fucking own Xbox. You don't need to buy all these games again. All you need is an Xbox account and an Xbox console. But for some reason, Xbox wants to have a hybrid PC console for the next generation of Xbox, man. And a lot of people are predicting the price to be well over $1,000 or a minimum of $1,000 to $1,500, man. And this comes after the Microsoft gaming CEO as well. He gave a subtle dig at one point last year to the PS5 Pro's price, saying that they're not trying to grow Xbox into the market of $1,000 consoles, when a year later, they're trying to do that exact same thing for the next generation of Xbox, man. I mean, you can't make that up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I showed that clip at the beginning of the video of that GTA 5 character shooting himself in the foot, in the leg. Because, dude, that's what Xbox doing. And it only gets worse, okay? Let me explain. Look at this tweet right here. The Verge. We all know The Verge PC. If you guys don't know that video, watch that video. But they made an entire blog post saying that the Xbox dev kit has increased its price from $1,500 to $2,000. You might be wondering, what the fuck's an Xbox dev kit? Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a game studio or game developer, right, or even a game publisher, you have to buy dev kits for these consoles, for PlayStation and Xbox, in order to build your game for that specific console, to make sure everything runs fine, everything makes sense, the code's all good, there's no glitches, no bugs. Literally, you buy a dev kit to make sure your game runs fine and make sure that your game is actually playable on that console, because if it isn't, it's a waste of time, resources, effort, and money. And we all know with how the gaming industry is, nobody wants to waste their investors' money. We all saw what happened with PlayStation and Concord. Jesus Christ, I'm choking up here because I'm getting so mad. But we all saw what happened with PlayStation and Concord, right? They invested well over, what, $300 million, $600 million into that game to not even last an entire week. And Xbox is making it harder for developers and studios, indie or AAA. They're making it harder to actually develop and make a Xbox game, which makes zero sense, man. If they really want to make a PC console hybrid, which allows gamers on Xbox to, you know, play their Xbox games on their Xbox console while also being able to tap into their PC libraries from like Steam or Epic Games, why the hell are they making the div kit entry, the price of entry to make a game on Xbox to be able to run on an Xbox console? Why are they increasing it by $500? Right? Because this affects everything. It affects the freaking financial part of every studio. And now games have to be even more careful about making their games on Xbox, because you never know what that extra $500 could do to a studio or a company, man. Right? Especially with laying off people, firing people, getting more investors involved. It's horrible, dude. And I just don't understand what Xbox is doing. How could you want a next-gen hybrid PC plus console experience, right? And you want people to be able to play Xbox games simultaneously on the same console as their PC games, but you're making the cost of entry for these developers to release their game on Xbox increasingly higher and more expensive? That makes zero sense to me, right? And I just think this is just ridiculous, man. This is just so stupid, bro. I don't know how many L's Xbox can take before their actual genuine fans could move away or just fully move on and abandon the brand and the console. Because, dude, I feel like they've already lost a good portion of players and just, like, you know, loyal subscribers, loyal freaking Xbox diehards because of the Microsoft and Xbox Game Pass increase, right? I think they already lost a lot of people. But if they're going to make their Xbox console, the next generation of Xbox consoles, $1,000 to $1,500 while trying to do too much with being a PC and console game or just a, you know, system, that's just insane to me. And then to add on top of that, you're being way more aggressive to developers and studios that make video games, and you're making the price of entry to be an Xbox player, to be an Xbox developer, to make a game on Xbox. You're increasing all three of those things even more, man. This is just insane to me, dude. It's just so stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you, like, defend Activision, or not even Activision, but how can you defend Microsoft and Xbox and, you know, have faith in them when you're a Call of Duty player when they're doing stupid shit like this, right? Imagine they decide to fire an entire Call of Duty studio like Raven Software, right, and fully replace them with AI and make decisions and change things based off AI decisions and all that stuff, and they add AI generated models or art and all that stuff even more. We've already seen that with Black Ops 6 and even Modern Warfare 3. I'm telling you guys right now, if you're a Call of Duty player, or especially an Xbox player, right, there's no way you could defend this, man. Why are they increasing the price to be a gamer? Why are they increasing the price to make an Xbox game? Why are they trying to do too much with a simple formula? Like, it makes zero sense, dude. Dude, I don't understand, man. I feel like I was born in the wrong time, because the one thing that I truly love, which is gaming, is becoming either way more stupider, way more expensive to be a gamer, and or the quality of the games is getting worse and worse with every single year. I don't know, man. And it's just so bad. It's so bad. That's all I can really say. But enough of my yapping. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Xbox and what they've been on this entire year, because it's been a downward trend for being an Xbox fan, dude, right? And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, hype up the video. But it's been your boy Limbo. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.